Yo, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's Eon. It's the DC Blacks platform. I'm gonna just jump straight into it. Through following all this stuff with Dion Gallon, shout out to Cuff, shout out to St. Louis, and Demetrius, Tammy, Debaco. Uh, Everybody keep asking about Suarez, Fidel Suarez. Who is Fidel Suarez? Some people saying he don't exist. They scrubbed the internet with him. He's not a real person. He's a CI. He a CIA agent and all these different things. But I dug into it for you. I'm gonna give you a quick version of it. He's a real person. He's been arrested. What his background and his track record is really about is just the tip of the iceberg. But we're gonna jump straight into it. Fidel Suarez, all right, born sometime in January 1972 from Versada, California. Suarez's criminal complaint case number is 05-80840. You can look it up yourself, all right? Now, on or about September 17, 2005 in Wayne County, Eastern District of Michigan, they alleging that Suarez and some other people conspired to possess with the intent to distribute 5 or more kilograms of cocaine. That's 21 USC section 846 and 841A1, all right? Now, the players in this situation are Antonio Gonzalez Escoboso, Jesus Espinoza Torres, Jamie Garcia, Eduardo Delgado, and none other than your man Fidel Suarez. This is just one of his cases. There are others. I'm only going in one today because this goes all the way to a trial by jury and an acquittal for Fidel Suarez. And I don't see any type of cooperation in it at this point. All right. Now, Suarez is described as a Hispanic male, about 33 years of age at that time, born in 1972 and a resident of Chula Vista, California, according to his court records, right? Records check shows Suarez had a bench warrant at the time that he was arrested for this case for driving while license was suspended on May 5th, 2004, all right? And he had a warrant for burglary dated May 20th, 2005. Out of San Diego, California. Okay, so he is a real person, and we now know that he has entries in these court records. Both warrants were outstanding at the time of his arrest. Records also show Suarez had an alien smuggling charge dated March 8th, 2002. All right, April 9th of 2002, and January 29th of 2002 out of San Ysidro, California. Prosecution on the alien smuggling charges were declined by the United States Attorney's Office. Why? I don't know. Suarez investigation history, okay? On September 17, 2005, right, around 8 p.m., officers from the Michigan State Police conducted a traffic stop on a black Jeep Cherokee with Michigan dealer temp tags. The Jeep was driven by an Antonio Gonzalez Escoboso. We're going to call him Antonio, all right? Near the Southfield Road and 6 Mile intersection, Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to Detroit. During the traffic stop, officers were granted consent to search the vehicle, and they recovered 11 bricks of cocaine in a box in the rear of the vehicle. This is how this all really started, right? But they thought that it started just from the traffic stop, but lo and behold, the feds is vicious. The DEA had already been watching these boys from a tip that was already given, and they knew that the drug deal was going down. They didn't have to do a bunch of investigative work. The investigation began sometime earlier when the Detroit DEA Task Force Group number 14 established surveillance on an Antonio and another Hispanic identified as Jesus Espinoza Torres at the Dearborn Hyatt, Dearborn, Michigan, all right? While at the Hyatt, agents observed Antonio arrive in the parking lot area of the hotel driving a green Jeep Cherokee with New York tags. You follow me? The green Jeep was followed by Espinoza driving a black Jeep with Michigan temp tags. DEA agents observed Antonio and Jesus enter the front of the Hyatt after parking the Jeeps side by side. The men were observed entering room number 968. Shortly after entering the Hyatt, agents saw Antonio and Jesus exit the Hyatt and enter the green Jeep with the New York tags. Agents followed the green Jeep to a Red Robin restaurant on Ford Road in Dearborn, Michigan. All right. Now, while at the Red Robin, agents observed Antonio and Jesus meet with 2 other Hispanic males, one of which is now identified as a Jamie Martinez Garcia. Around 5:30 p.m., agents observed Antonio, Jesus, and Jamie leave the Red Robin and enter the green Jeep. Agents followed the Jeep to a Comfort Inn hotel in Romulus, Michigan. While at the Comfort Inn, agents observed Jesus enter the Comfort Inn while Antonio and Jamie remained in the green Jeep in the parking lot near the front entrance of the hotel. About 5 minutes later, agents observed Antonio exit the hotel carrying a suitcase. He placed the suitcase in the rear of the green Jeep and then got inside. As Antonio exited the parking lot in the green Jeep, agents followed him, with Antonio driving and Jesus and Jamie riding inside that same vehicle. The green Jeep drove to a third hotel, which is an extended stay, America, right across from the Dearborn Hyatt. While at the extended stay, agents observed Jesus and Jamie exit the Jeep carrying suitcases and entered the hotel. They now have suitcases, y'all. For anybody who's not keeping up, they now have suitcases. That is the bag. And enter the hotel. Once inside, they were observed entering the same room from earlier. I believe I said 968. And Antonio remained seated in the green Jeep while this was going on, while the business in the hotel room was going on. About 5 minutes later, agents observed Antonio and Jamie exit. A few minutes later, agents saw Jamie exit the extended stay, hop in the green Jeep, okay? Around 7:20 p.m., the green Jeep pulls into the Hyatt parking lot and parks by the black Jeep from earlier with the Michigan tags. Jesus and Jamie entered the black Jeep. Jesus and Jamie enter the black Jeep and drive off, all right? Jesus and Jamie enter the black Jeep and drive off. Agents observe both Jeeps leave the hotel, one behind the other, and agents follow. Agents follow both Jeeps. And while agents follow these Jeeps, they said that the Jeeps began to drive fast, dangerously, and erratically, okay? Some was driving fast, one was driving fast going straight, and as they was maneuvering around, the agents alluded to the fact that they might be driving in circles to get rid of anybody following them. Around 7:30 p.m., agents arrived, around 7:30 p.m., agents observed both Jeeps enter a Home Depot parking lot on Ford Road near Dearborn, Michigan. The Jeep circled the parking lot to see if any law enforcement was around and saw none. Both Jeeps then parked side by side. A few minutes later, a tractor trailer with a flatbed pulls up about 40 yards away from both Jeeps. Moments later, the black Jeep pulls up to the side of the tractor trailer and parks beside it. Antonio, who was driving the green Jeep, continues to circle the Home Depot parking lot while the people in the black Jeep go to tend to business with the person driving the tractor trailer in the Home Depot parking lot. Agents observe a Hispanic male, later identified as Eduardo Delgado, exit the tractor trailer that just pulled up, carrying a box to the black Jeep, okay? The tractor trailer was being driven by none other than who? Your man, Fidel Suarez, in the flesh. Suarez then drives the 18-wheeler away from the Jeeps and parked discreetly by the Home Depot loading area. See, he be moving kind of smart in ways, I believe. Both Jeeps left the Home Depot after the box was transferred from the tractor trailer to the Jeep. Agents followed both Jeeps back to the Hyatt. Both Jeeps parked side by side. Jamie, Antonio, and Jesus re-enter the Hyatt, leaving the box that they got from Suarez in the tractor trailer in the back of the Jeep. That's crazy to me. You gonna leave 11 birds in the back of the Jeep? But luckily the DEA was watching it anyway. About 20 minutes later, agents observed Jamie Martinez Garcia, Antonio Gonzalez Gascoboso, and Jesus Espinoza Torres exit the Hyatt and approach the Jeeps. Antonio entered the black Jeep with the Michigan tags. Jesus and everybody else entered the green Jeep with the New York tags, okay? Both Jeeps left the parking lot of the Hyatt together with agents on their tail. Agents followed both Jeeps to the Southfield Freeway. Now this one they get wicked. Once on the freeway, both Jeeps took off flying at a high rate of speed, according to the agents. One of the Jeeps was flying so fast and so dangerously, lives were in jeopardy, and they had to call off the surveillance because of the high rate of speed. Now, this is their words, not mine. However, Michigan State Police ended up stopping the black Jeep with the Michigan temp tag Michigan State Police stopped the black Jeep with the Michigan temp tags that was driven and solely occupied by one Antonio Gonzalez Escoboso. He was pulled over near Southfield Road and 6 Mile Road, according to court records. Antonio gave law enforcement consent to search the Jeep, and 11 bricks of cocaine was recovered. A short time later, agents spotted a tractor trailer leaving the Home Depot parking lot driven by who? Fidel Suarez. Eduardo Delgado was the sole passenger in the tractor trailer at the time, okay? Agents conducted the traffic stop on the tractor trailer, and Delgado identified himself as the owner of the tractor trailer and gave agents consent to search the 18-wheeler. And when he gave the agents consent to search the 18-wheeler, agents discovered $65,000 in a heat-sealed bag. Both Delgado and Suarez denied ownership of that money. Now, I'm going to read this last part to you straight out the file so you can follow it without any breakdown, all right? Once the officers from the Michigan State Police recovered the 11 kilograms of cocaine from the black Jeep, agents reestablished surveillance at the extended stay where the other guys was, right? After approximately 30 minutes, surveillance agents observed Jesus Espinoza Torres and Jamie Martinez Garcia arrive at the extended stay America Hotel in a checkered taxi. Espinoza Torres entered the hotel and shortly returned to the taxi carrying suitcases, which belonged to both Espinoza Torres and Martinez Garcia. Agents interviewed the checkered taxi driver later, who stated that he picked Espinoza Torres and Martinez Garcia up in the area of Grand River and Finkel Streets in Detroit, Michigan, all right? Agents subsequently searched the area described by the taxi driver and located the green Jeep bearing New York registration such and such, parked in a parking lot of a grocery store. Agents also interviewed employees from the Extended Stay America who advised that Espinoza Torres and Martinez Garcia rented one room early in the day and subsequently checked out moments before agents arrived. Agents subsequently interviewed Eduardo Delgado. Agents subsequently interviewed Eduardo after waiving his Miranda rights. Agents subsequently interviewed Edward Delgado. After waiving his Miranda rights, Delgado stated that he was the owner of the semi-truck and that he recently dropped a load in Illinois. Crazy. Delgado could not provide agents with the answer as to the reason he was in Michigan. Delgado stated that he was friends with Martinez Garcia and Espinoza Torres and had met them at the Home Depot just to say hello. Based on this information, the person that's writing this affidavit believes that probable cause exists to believe that Antonio Gonzalez Escoboso, Jesus Espinoza Torres, Jamie Martinez Garcia, Edward Delgado, and Fidel Suarez conspire to possess with intent to distribute 5 or more kilograms of cocaine in the Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division. So there you have it. I dig into the rest of the cases. I don't fully understand what happened with the other guys on the case, but Suarez is a real person. And in this case right here, Suarez was found not guilty. He was acquitted by a jury of his peers. Don't listen to them guys that's running around repeating what another blogger say. Don't listen to them guys that start their statements with they say. Go do the research yourself or listen to a guy that's going to bring you the paperwork. Free to real. You know what the business is. DC Black. Subscribe to the channel.